probably the phones that are the biggest problem
Right.
nowadays.
It's distractions. So distraction, the activation, all of this stuff, you're adding energy in instead of taking energy out. Relaxation is fine to do in bed, but if it's brief, if you're spending, a half an hour meditating in bed, that might be a little too long. If you're, I know people who they have this whole hour-long routine that they do. Like by the time that hour is done, the bed is no longer predictably tied to sleep anymore. So yeah, it's about getting this stuff out. I'm not saying don't be on your phone, but I actually think the sleep field telling everyone get off their phone for an hour before going to bed is not a helpful recommendation because no one's going to follow it. We should be talking about how to do it safely in a way that's not going to get in your way.
And that comes down to what you were saying earlier, either being in another room or sitting up or standing.
Yeah, and also it's what you're doing that's important. You might want to create sort of boundaries. So like maybe within a half an hour of when you're planning on going to bed, maybe switch to something that's not too mentally activating. Like if you're the kind of person where you watch the news and it gets you all worked up and angry, don't do that before going to bed. Maybe do it the hour, in the earlier part of the evening. The great thing now is TV isn't live anymore. Back when I was a kid, you had to watch it when it was on and that was it. Now we can gain more control over what we're exposing ourselves to media-wise. The rule of thumb I use, and this is what I use for myself. If an alarm went off right now and said, okay, time to turn it off, could I? If the answer is yes, then it's probably okay to do within that time frame because I can easily disconnect from it. If the answer is, no, 5 more minutes, I want to see how it ends, or I want to, whatever, that's probably not the thing to watch in that buffer time. Watch it before the buffer time, but don't do that in the buffer time. Like if you're scrolling and you can easily put it down, I don't know that that's that big of a deal. But if you're scrolling and like half an hour will go by and you wouldn't even notice, and you lose that time, and then you say you don't have time, but you just threw away some time, that you didn't need. So like those are the sort of things you want to make sure that you curate what you're doing so that it's not too activated.